All right, everybody, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, everyone. Good morning, second grade. It's great to have you back with me on this excellent looking Thursday. Let's look at the agenda for the day and see what we need to accomplish. Okay, you found my video right here. Thank you very much. We have a morning meeting starting at 9 o'clock a.m. Link is right here for you. Please come and join us for the morning meeting. After that, we're going right into our morning work in the Classwork tab. So let's take a peek at that and see what's going on. All right, today we're going to be starting off with telling time. I've got a couple of clocks on here, and right in the middle of the page, I've put your two dots to separate your hours and minutes. All you have to do is click on this side of the dots to put your hours in, and the other side to do your minutes. So you got this clock, that one, and this one down here. These last couple ones are a little bit tricky. Be careful with the hour hand. And I've been working with a lot of you in our small groups on that too. So, you got to ask yourself, am I at that next hour yet? If the answer is no, then you are still the hour before. So don't get tricked up by that, because that hour hand likes to move slowly to that next hour. Then to finish up your morning work today, I just want you to find the nouns in each of these sentences. Now, I'll tell you this, there is more than one in each sentence, so you need to read carefully and figure out what the people, places, things in each sentence are, and you're going to type them in here. And here are the sentences. The children ride a bus to the zoo. Second sentence. The penguin jumps into the pool. So think about the people, places, things in each of those sentences, and you're going to just write the nouns right here. And to finish up, joke of the day, why is it so windy inside a sports arena? Now, that's a big place where sports play and people go to watch them. I wonder why it's so windy in there. So think about that one. My answer is down below on the third page, I believe. Once you are done, click the turn in button. I'll take a peek. Once you are done with your morning work, we are heading into our reading and ELA time. And today's focus is going to be on antonyms, because I noticed a few of us were having some issues with antonyms the other day. So I believe this is one that we may have done before, but I think it's always good to bring it back up and just refresh our brains on what antonyms are. And for that, you got to remember what synonyms are. Remember, synonyms are words that have similar or the same meaning. Antonyms, like anti, are opposites. So these are opposite meaning words. And this one is a Google slide. And I was actually able to grab the worksheet that we've done before. And I put boxes in where you need to put the antonym in from the word bank below. And all you've got to do, and you guys are getting really good at this, is when you get all those arrows, you just double click. And then you're able to start typing. So the opposite of cold, we're going to look at all these words down here. Short, small, down, hot, quiet, happy, stop, or young. The opposite of cold would be hot. And then you double click on the next one and keep going. And again, for this one, there's no turn in button up here, but I'll show you where to find it. Exit out of this. This is where that Google slide is that we found. You're going to click View Assignment. And then there's a turn in button right here for it. Once you are all done with that, let's head back into the Classwork tab. You guys are finishing up your creative writing this week. So like I said before, this PDF right here is filled with prompts. So I've seen a couple of friends do one or two prompts, and they've done them very well. They are nice and detailed and all that. It looks awesome. If you have run out, you've done two prompts and you've done all that you can on them, go ahead and pick another prompt in here. to do today, because today's your last day for writing. Please put your work here in the Google Doc, or you can always upload a picture of it onto that Google Doc so that I can take a peek. And you can click the turn in button today if you are totally done. If not, I'll leave it open until tomorrow during our catch-up day, and you can continue writing on catch-up day. Then we have gym today. Here's a link to a video that Mr. Martin has done. He also he sent me directions in my email to say to go to his Google Classroom if you are able to, and go under our class, and you'll see some directions in there as well. But he wanted you to leave a comment when you have finished, so he knows that you did it. To do that here in my classroom, you need to click View Material, and then you can add a comment right down here, and you can just say, I did it, hello, how you doing? Okay, I'm sure he'd love to hear from you. After that, you have lunch and recess. Definitely make sure you get outside. I'm hoping to get outside. My day is filled with Zoom meetings, so I'm going to try to sneak outside for a little bit today. Once you are done with lunch and recess, you have math today, and this is AM and PM practice. And I snagged this from the workbook, which you do not have at home. You have the hardcover. This is from the workbook. And here are all the questions. And all you need to put down for an answer on this side is AM or PM. And again, I've been working with a lot of you on this already. So, his grandparents begin their daily exercise at 6:50. And you need to use your inference skills here to kind of figure out when this might be going on. You need to look at the picture. You need to look at the words in the sentence. All right, they're doing their daily exercise, 6:50. This looks like the sun might be coming up. So, when do you think the sun comes up? Usually morning, right? So that would be one of our AM answers. We put AM in here. This one, sometimes Sam rides his bike in the afternoon at 2:50. We can see the sun's up in the sky. We have that word afternoon in the sentence. You're going to put in what you think the answer is over here, AM or PM. The sun sets at about 7:25. Again, we're seeing that our inference skills here, the sun sets. When might the sun set during the day? Put it over here, AM or PM. At 6:30 blank, Sam eats his dinner with his friend. All right, we have a couple of things in here. All right, 6:30, dinner, and it looks like there might be a moon outside. Last one, his father likes to go jogging at night. He usually jogs at 8:30 blank. All right, we can see the father's jogging. There's a moon. They use the word night. You can put AM or PM down here. And when you are done, you click the turn in button for me. Okay? You guys got this. When you are done with that Google Doc, then you're going on to iExcel Q's for math or Dreambox for 20 minutes. To wrap up your day is science. You're doing your last science observation for the week. Go ahead and predict what you think tomorrow's weather might be like. And man, what good weather we've had all week. I cannot beat this. All right, everybody. So I'll see you all at 9 o'clock for our excellent morning meeting. Have a great day, everybody.